Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm thrilled to share something that might just change your life. How to learn to speak English in just 1 month. Yes, you heard that right. 30 days to boost your confidence, fluency, and ability to communicate effectively in English. It might sound ambitious, but with the right strategies, dedication, and mindset, it's completely doable. I'm going to guide you through 10 essential tips that will help you achieve this goal, and by the end of the month, you'll be amazed at how much progress you've made. So let's dive in. Before we get into the practical tips, the first thing you need to do is set a clear and powerful goal. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn English? Is it for career advancement, traveling, studying abroad, or maybe just personal growth? Whatever your reason is, make sure it's something that genuinely motivates you. Write it down and keep it somewhere visible. This will be your driving force when the going gets tough. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and having a strong why will keep you on track, especially on days when you feel like giving up. Let's kick things off with tip number 1. Immerse yourself in English. One of the most effective ways to learn a language quickly is through immersion. Now, I know not everyone has the opportunity to live in an English-speaking country, but that doesn't mean you can't immerse yourself in the language. Start by changing the language settings on your phone, computer, and social media accounts to English. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Listen to English music, watch movies and TV shows in English, and try to think in English. The more you expose yourself to the language, the faster your brain will adapt to it. Now let's talk about tip number 2. Practice speaking every day. Speaking is often the most challenging part of learning a new language, but it's also the most important if you want to communicate effectively. Make it a daily habit to speak in English, even if it's just for a few minutes. You can start by talking to yourself. Describe your day, talk about your plans, or even read aloud. If you have a friend or language partner who speaks English, even better. The key is to get comfortable with the sound of your own voice speaking English. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Moving on to tip number 3. Use language learning apps. In today's digital age, we have so many resources at our fingertips. There are countless apps designed to help you learn English, and they can be incredibly effective when used consistently. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Memrise offer structured lessons that cover everything from vocabulary to grammar to pronunciation. What's great about these apps is that they allow you to practice anytime, anywhere, making it easier to fit language learning into your busy schedule. Plus, they're a fun way to track your progress and stay motivated. Tip number 4 is all about joining online communities. One of the best ways to practice a language is by interacting with others who are also learning or who are native speakers. There are numerous online communities, forums, and social media groups where you can practice English, ask questions, and share your experiences. Platforms like Reddit, Facebook, and language exchange websites offer opportunities to connect with people from all over the world. Engaging in these communities not only helps you practice your language skills but also gives you a sense of belonging and support, which is crucial when you're learning something new. Next up, tip number 5. Consistency is key. Learning a language in a month is a challenge, and the only way to make it happen is by being consistent. Dedicate a specific time each day to study and practice English and stick to it. It doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes or 2 hours, as long as you're consistent, you'll see progress. Create a study plan that works for you, and make sure to balance it with different activities like reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Consistency isn't just about studying every day. It's about making English a part of your daily routine. Tip number 6 focuses on vocabulary building. Vocabulary is the foundation of any language, and the more words you know, the easier it will be to express yourself. Start by learning the most common words and phrases used in everyday conversation. Flashcards can be a great tool for this. Whether you use physical cards or an app like Anki, reviewing vocabulary regularly will help reinforce what you've learned. Try to learn at least 10 new words each day and use them in sentences. The more you use new vocabulary, the more it will stick in your memory. Let's talk about tip number 7. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is a big one. One of the biggest barriers to learning a new language is the fear of making mistakes. But here's the thing. Making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. In fact, it's one of the best ways to learn. Every time you make a mistake, you have an opportunity to correct it and improve. So don't hold back. Speak as much as you can, even if you're not sure you're saying things correctly. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become, and over time, you'll make fewer mistakes. Tip number 8 is about practicing listening skills. Listening is just as important as speaking when it comes to learning a language. The more you listen, the better you'll become at understanding different accents, pronunciations, and sentence structures. Start by listening to English podcasts, watching YouTube videos, or even listening to audiobooks. Try to focus on the content and see how much you can understand. If you're struggling, don't worry. Keep practicing and you'll gradually improve. You can also try repeating what you hear to practice pronunciation and intonation. Now let's dive into tip number 9. Keep a journal in English. Writing is a powerful tool for language learning, and keeping a journal is a great way to practice your writing skills daily. Each day, write about your experiences, thoughts, or anything that comes to mind. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just focus on getting your ideas down on paper. Writing regularly will help you organize your thoughts in English, practice sentence structure, and reinforce the vocabulary and grammar you've learned. Plus, it's a great way to track your progress over time. Finally, we've reached tip number 10. Be patient and persistent. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Even though we're focusing on making significant progress in 1 month, it's important to remember that language learning is a lifelong journey. You'll have good days and bad days, and there will be times when you feel like you're not making any progress. But don't get discouraged. Keep pushing forward, stay positive, and celebrate your small victories along the way. With patience and persistence, you'll achieve your goals. Now that we've covered the 10 tips, let's recap. First, immerse yourself in English as much as possible. Surround yourself with the language in your daily life, and you'll start to pick up on the nuances and patterns of English naturally. Second, make it a habit to speak in English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Speaking is key to building confidence and fluency. Third, take advantage of language learning apps. They're convenient, effective, and a great way to practice on the go. Fourth, join online communities where you can interact with other learners and native speakers. Engaging with others will give you real-world practice and support. Fifth, be consistent. Dedicate time each day to learning and practicing English, and stick to your study plan. Sixth, focus on building your vocabulary. The more words you know, the easier it will be to communicate. Seventh, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process and they help you grow. Eighth, practice your listening skills regularly. Listening is crucial for understanding spoken English and improving your pronunciation. Ninth, keep a journal in English. Writing daily will help reinforce what you've learned and improve your writing skills. And finally, be patient and persistent. Learning a language takes time, but with dedication and effort, you can achieve your goals. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to fluency. So, Are you ready to take on the challenge? I believe in you and I know you can do it. By following these tips and staying committed, you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make in just 1 month. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and don't be afraid to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You've got this. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more language learning content. I'd love to hear about your experiences and progress, so feel free to share in the comments below. And if there's a specific topic you'd like me to cover in the next video, let me know. I'm here to help you on your language learning journey. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, every day you practice brings you one step closer to fluency. Stay positive, stay persistent, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning, everyone.